look who came crawling back. Not that I'm complaining. You know I love it when you come to me. There's something so special about these moments we share. Just the two of us, quiet, close, connected. So be a dear and hit that subscribe button for me, darling. You know you'll be back anyway. Might as well make it official. I think I have everything I need. I keep counting in my head, going it over and over again, because the last time I thought I had everything, and I didn't, and that was bad. But I don't want to forget something again. I don't want them to starve or get sick, or worse, get poisoned because I brought the wrong thing. Oh, people are so fragile. It's almost stressful. It's okay. It's like there's always rule that you're supposed to remember, something you're not allowed to get wrong, like eat this, don't eat that, prepare it in this way, not that way. One mistake and everything just stops working. But it's okay. I wanted this. I chose this, so I have to adapt to their needs if I want this one to last. If I want this to work. I don't want them to die too early or at all, ever. That would be awful. That would mean I failed again, and I'd have to do it all over again. And I have to find someone else, listen to another sad little story, and convince myself all over again that this time will be different. I'm tired of that. I'm really, really tired. I don't want that. I just want at least one to last. Just one. And I honestly think this one is different. He is shy, but not the useless kind. When he looked at me, it was different. I could tell right away. Even when he screamed, he didn't freeze or completely shut down unlike the others. He pushed back a little. He stared with those big eyes, like it was wide and curious. I think he was fascinated even when he first looked at me. He was curious, that's for sure, and I think that means he would listen. I think that means that he will be willing to learn, I suppose. I think it means he won't just fall apart the moment things stop making sense, and that is a very good sign. I'm so glad I saw him wandering around the woods like that, looking so lost, like he didn't belong anywhere. Think whatever higher thing was watching over me that day. Think whatever lets people be so blind when they're drowning in their own thoughts. He couldn't really see me then, not properly, but I could hear him. His little worries, his little quiet complaints, all that loneliness spilling out when he thought no one was listening. People are so loud when they're sad. He even mentioned someone's name. I think it's someone who clearly failed him. But it's okay. Honestly, I think I'm better. I can give him more than whatever small, fragile life he was stuck in. I can give him consistency. I can give him devotion. I can give him something that doesn't leave if he just lets me. I'm still amazed at how easy it was to take him. He was so distracted, murmuring his worries to himself, pacing, not paying attention to where he stepped. People never do. All it took was one careless step into a place that already felt wrong, already felt closed off from everything else. Once he crossed that boundary, the confusion settled in quietly. And not just violently, just enough to make turning back feel impossible. How lucky of me. I almost want to thank that moment of disorientation. That one wrong step from him, one lapse in focus, and suddenly leaving didn't feel like an option anymore. Every attempt he did to go forward just led him back to the same place. It's so cute. And now he's here, in my home, in his little cage. And I'm out here worrying about food portions, routines, rules. I can't afford to forget all because of him. Because he deserves it. He's been good lately. At least now he is. Before, well, before he wasn't. Before he screamed and begged and tried to escape and said my name like it was something ugly. And that hurt. I didn't like that part. But now, now he behaves. Now he stays where he's supposed to. Now he looks at me instead of the bars. He sits quietly, patiently, like he is now starting to understand what I want from him. I think he's learning. Maybe soon I can convince him to stay with me forever. But people say that some things aren't meant to mix, that certain lives aren't supposed to overlap. Some rules exist for a reason. But I think rules can be bent if you're careful. And I am very careful. If he eats what I give him, if he listens, if he stays, then maybe, just maybe, I won't have to let him go. Maybe I won't have to lose him like the others. I really hope he understands someday. I really hope he sees that this is love. This is not just pure desperation. It's aching, tiring love, but love all the same. Hi. I'm terribly sorry for being late. I really am. I was having a hard time finding that fruit you mentioned. You know, the one you said didn't make your mouth feel strange. And I also had to do a little surveilling around the perimeter of my home. There was a bit of commotion earlier, you see. I didn't want anything unpleasant sneaking too close to us. I had to make sure everything was still safe, for you and for me. Oh, there you are. Are you done hiding from me today? You always do that when you're upset. It's kind of obvious, you know. You're not really good at pretending you don't care. Oh, you're curious about the commotion. Yes, well, there were humans running around near the edge of the forest. They were shouting, calling out a name over and over again. What name? No, I don't think you really need to know that. It doesn't matter anymore. It's fine now. Everything is perfectly fine. You don't need to trouble yourself with things that can't reach you. You want me to tell you anyway? Wow, you are getting bold again. I thought you had already lost hope. I mean, 5 years is a very long time for humans, isn't it? You tend to break faster than you realize. Oh, did I forget to mention that part? I don't think I did. I just think you don't listen to me. Okay, fine. Yes, time works differently here. In my realm, it doesn't rush the way it does where you're from. Days stretch, years soften, and moments linger. 5 years here would barely feel like months to me, but to you, well, your world kept moving without you. Slowly, at first, it all starts slowly, but then all at once. That's just how it goes. I know it sounds unfair, but I didn't make the rules. I just live by them. All right, fine. If I explain what happened, will you finally try to eat the food I brought you? Please? I know you eat it eventually, but you never do it in front of me. And I'd really like that. I think it's only right that we eat together, like companions do. Don't you think that sounds nice? Yeah? Great. Okay, here. I've only got fruits for now. I do want to cook for you, but I don't know how. I'm a fairy after all. Oh, right, right. What happened? Well, From what I've gathered, they've been looking for you. I now don't get too excited. I heard it from the very edge of the forest, where my magic still reaches, but my body can't go any farther. Beyond that is the town, and I'm not allowed there. But from what the wind carried back to me, no one even realized you were missing at first. And it took them years? Years before they noticed the absence you left behind. 5 years passed before panic finally settled in. And I think that's just pitiful. It seems your presence didn't weigh very heavily in their lives if they could go on for so long without you. And I think that must hurt. Yes. Well, yes, of course I feel sad for you. Truly. No one deserves to feel that lonely. No one should wander into the woods just to scream their anger into the trees because there's nowhere else to put it. I understand now why you were there that day. You wanted to disappear for a moment, to be unheard, to let it all out. And I suppose fate simply listened a little too well, and now you're here with me, caged. Well, you didn't have to say it like that. You make it sound so cruel. This cage, it's not a punishment. It's for both of our protection. As excited as I am to be with you, to finally have someone stay, I know how dangerous grief can be. I know how badly humans can hurt themselves when they're torn away from everything they know. I couldn't let you hurt yourself or run somewhere that would destroy you. And I suppose I should tell you this now. This isn't the first time I've captured someone. Oh, no, no. Don't look at me like that. Don't give me that look, please. I didn't mean it the way you're thinking. I don't capture humans just to feed on them. That's just, I suppose, what you humans call fairy tale. It's a myth, a complete myth. I took people from the forest because I was lonely, hopelessly so. Fairies hear things. I've heard stories whispered by travelers, promises spoken by lovers who think no one is listening. Humans talk about love like it's magic, like it's the most powerful thing in existence. I wanted to know what that felt like. I wanted to feel chosen, needed. So I took the first one who wandered close enough. It was thrilling at first, having someone all to myself, someone who looked at me like I was everything, but I didn't understand humans just yet. I didn't know about feeding schedules, about what hurts them, about how quickly they fade when neglected. I thought that love alone would be enough, but it wasn't. And they died. And the next one didn't last long either, and the next. Each time I learned something new, what not to give, what to never forget, what mistakes I should not afford to make again. That's why I'm trying so hard with you. That's why I worry. That's why I ask you to eat. I don't want to fail again. I don't want to be alone again. And I don't want you to leave me like the others did. Not you. Never you. Yeah? You agree? Really? You promise? Oh, oh, as long as I let you out of the cage. No. I'm sorry. No, I did not mean to laugh at you like that. It's just adorable how hopeful you sounded for a moment. Oh, But tell me, darling, what makes you think I'm going to agree to that so easily? Have you really been good? No, you haven't. Not for the last 5 years. At the beginning, you screamed, you cried, you said things you knew would hurt me. And then you stopped talking altogether. You refused to eat with me. You refused to look at me, and you refused to answer when I tried to speak. Most days it felt like I was caring for a pet rather than living with a companion. And yet, even then, you were still there. You still existed in my space. You filled the silence just by breathing in it. I wanted to talk to someone. Anyone. So I talked to you every day, but you never answered. You would just stay quiet, curled up and hidden, waiting for me to leave before you moved again. Oh, I know. Oh, you're surprised. Of course I know that's how you behave when I'm around. This is my house. You're in my realm. I notice everything. But please don't misunderstand me, my darling. I know I have to earn your trust. I know I'm the one who took you away from your kin, from your world, from everything familiar. So I don't mind waiting. I really don't. I'm just saying, you agreeing now doesn't suddenly make me careless. Humans can be very clever when they're desperate. I don't know whether you truly want to stay with me or if you're just pretending, using my kindness as a chance to hurt me and run back to your fragile little life. And that would break my heart. I am only trying to anticipate the worst, darling. That's all. I promise you that. I told you before, didn't I? I don't want to be lonely anymore. I'm tired. I'm exhausted from living here alone, surrounded by things that never change. I know I can't live among humans. That was never meant for me, but a human can live with a fairy. All it takes is one choice, one bite. Once you eat fairy food willingly, your place becomes here, with me. Oh no, don't look so scared. No, I would never force you to eat fairy food if you don't want to. I could never do that to you. I want you to stay because you chose me, not because you're cornered. If I have to wait centuries for you to say yes, then I will. Remember, time doesn't touch you here. You won't age. I won't die. Days will blur into each other until waiting feels normal. But understand this, my love. While you're deciding, you stay where you are, in that cage, with whatever little comfort I can give you. And since you don't communicate much, since you don't tell me what you need or how to make things easier for you, that's all you'll have. Until you learn how to cooperate. Until you learn how to trust me. Until you learn how to love me back. I just want to remind you, darling, I am patient. I've already waited this long and eventually you will choose me. You won't have anywhere else to go. Oh, to your human little world. No, no, my darling little human. You can never go back to your world. Not really. Even if I somehow let you go, you wouldn't survive it. You'd either die the moment you stepped back into it, or worse, you'd live long enough to realize there's nothing waiting for you there. Time is different, remember? I told you that. Didn't you listen to me? Everyone you already knew is gone. The people you loved, the places you clung to, they don't exist anymore. And even if there were new faces, they wouldn't be yours. You'd be starting over in the world that already forgot you once. That kind of loneliness is unbearable. But if you stay here with me, we can make something beautiful. We can make a good life, a quiet one, a meaningful one. We can wander together, just the two of us, watching humans live from afar and laughing about the little things they worry about. You'll never be alone again. You won't have to scream into the woods just to feel heard. You'll always have me. And maybe we can have our own family. I don't know if it's possible. Fairies aren't supposed to want things like that, but love changes rules. I'm sure there's a way if we try hard enough. I think it would be nice to have a small version of you, someone who grows with us, someone we can teach about the world. We can show them what real devotion looks like. We can tell them our love story, how fate brought us together, how we chose each other when everything else failed. All of that can happen if you just cooperate with me. Yes, I hear you. I know you say you're cooperating, and I believe you, mostly. But you have to understand, I still have my doubts. You're human. Your heart wavers. Your thoughts wander. I can't help but worry you'll change your mind the moment you see the chance to run. That fear doesn't leave me immediately, no matter how softly you speak. So it's all right, isn't it? This is okay. We have centuries ahead of us. Centuries to make up for everything you lost. Centuries to learn each other properly. To build trust slowly, carefully until there's nothing left to doubt. You can understand that much, right? You're quiet again. That's okay. Silence. Your silence doesn't scare me anymore. At least you've eaten in front of me. That's what matters. That means you're listening. But if you ever forget why you're here, or start thinking too hard about that world you lost, I'll remind you, gently, over and over. Because I can't lose you. I won't lose you. Not after everything I've done, not after all this waiting. You belong here now, with me. And someday, you'll thank me for saving you from that world that never loved you enough. All right, I'll leave you be for now. I need to stock up on food, so don't miss me too much, okay? I'll see you later. Oh, fuck. I really shouldn't stay away too long. He gets quieter when I'm gone for too long. It's getting a little dangerous. Oh my god, I'm getting impatient. Oh, calm down, Ashlynn, calm down. I hate that feeling. I promised myself I wouldn't rush this, that I'd be gentle, that I'd let the fantasy hold just a little longer, but I can't keep lying forever. I know he's starting to notice things. He's starting to pick up on the patterns, on my tiny inconsistencies. But I've been careful. I've been careful though. Careful with how much I give. Careful with when I speak and careful with what I let him see. Just enough to keep everything feeling soft and dreamlike. Just enough to make it all make sense in his head. Besides, it's fine, Ashlynn. The doses were small. Just enough to soften the edges. Just enough to let the world blur into something easier to accept. Oh, it helped that fairies were already something he liked. It helped that he is interested in those stories, like those drawings, those silly little dreams about magic and escape. It made the hallucination easier to build around him. Making that little cage with all those flowers and those little fairy-like scenarios, wearing this costume and playing this roles and speaking like I belong to another realm, it worked beautifully at first. He believed it because he wanted to believe it, but belief is fragile. He's smart and he asks questions now. The wrong ones too. And he watches my words and he waits for cracks and he listens for inconsistencies. I can feel him pulling at the threads. Damn it. That means I'll have to adjust. I'll have to give him a little more next time. Or maybe more often. Just enough to keep him pliable, cooperative, and calm. I don't like doing it this way, but I've already done so much. I can't lose him now. Not after everything. I've sacrificed too much to stop here. I just need him to stay sweet, to stay dependent, to keep looking at me the way he does when the world feels soft and distant and safe, when I'm the only thing that makes sense. If that means feeding him more of what keeps him compliant, then that's still love, isn't it? Making hard choices so the person you adore doesn't leave you. Oh, but there are still people looking for him. That's so fucking annoying. I'll have to deal with that soon. I need to make sure they've stopped asking questions. Oh, I can't have anyone pulling him out of this. Out of us. I suppose I need to sharpen my knife again. I need to get rid of few more people. It's a good thing he believed that 5 years already passed, when in reality it's only been a month. And they're still eager looking out for him. And they're still eager looking for him. I won't let this plan fail. I've come too far. I won't go back to being alone. I won't let him wake up one day and realize the truth and look at me with fear instead of love. I'll do whatever it takes to keep him here, whatever it takes to make this last. He just needs a little more time, a little more guidance, a little more of me. And eventually, he won't even remember wanting to leave.